Hi everyone. It's Wednesday. It's January 13th and we're inching slowly towards Year of the Metal Ox in the most wonderful way. The energy is starting to get a little bit more peaceful, a little bit more grounded, and I'm sure you're starting to see things leveling out in different ways in your life. A lot of negative energy is starting to fall away. But I wanted to talk today about energetic protection, negative energy, us, and how to get rid of that completely. You can almost get rid of about 95% of negative energy in your life by keeping your vibration high. So I wanted to explain some techniques to do that. Good morning, Lynn. Hi, it's good to see you here. So, energetic protection is little bits of things that you do to keep your vibration high all the time. It's usually not enough just to do one thing a day or one thing and then let it go for a while. It's a threefold process. So, it's all about your body, your mind, and your spirit. And if any one of those areas is not protected or doesn't have a high vibration, you'll be susceptible to negative energies. Hi, Janine. And so the thing is about protecting yourself with energy when people are telling me, I protect myself all the time, but I still find negative energies coming at me. It's because of one of these three legs of your energy, your body, your mind, or your spirit is weak. It's a weak link in the chain of yourself that needs to be looked at. So I just want to explain it a little bit further to help you all protect yourselves better. Hi, Mimi. Good to see you. So, first of all, boundaries is number one. And I know people forget about this. It is important to do your protective visualizations, first of all, with protecting yourself with a bubble of golden, beautiful light. You want to see yourself in a golden suit of armor of protection. You can call in angels for help. That is awesome. That is awesome. So it's the visualization part, it's the mind part, but you're forgetting the body and the spirit. So those are two weak links in the chain if all you're doing is protecting yourself with a golden bubble. Now, if you're doing that already, I do recommend to do it once when you wake up in the morning and again before you go to bed at night. And you can reinforce it anytime during the day when you feel like your energy is low or you're feeling weak or susceptible to negative energies. If negative energies are coming at you during the day, send it love and light because it's the fastest way to get rid of negative energy. It does not like love and light. You can giggle, get happy, tell it, I love you, I'm sending you away with love and light, and it just runs so fast from that. So it's the best way to target it once you are aware of it or it's in your surroundings. Now let's go back to the body part. Boundaries, 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 boundaries. Boundaries forever, right? For everybody. Good morning, Arlene. Good to see you. Me too for boundaries, right? But it's an everyday thing because here's the thing too about negative energy. It's persistent and it's insistent and it knows if it keeps trying, eventually a door is going to open, a weak link in your chain that will allow it to get in. Hi, Susie. So, boundaries with the body part, your physical part of who you are, is huge. You have to say no to people who are not in alignment with who you are. And it's not being rude, you can just know who you are, know what you believe in, know what makes you feel strong and how you feel powerful. And if anything doesn't align with that, the answer is no. And it's hard sometimes because even I'm thinking of situations that I've had in my life, even recently, where lots of friends groups and people groups are shifting circles right now as the energy is shifting. And to keep my vibration high is a full-time job, right? For you too, it's a full-time job. And I don't want to risk that. I want to make sure that I can be the strongest I can be so that I can help myself and my family and my friends and all of you in the group in the best way possible that I can. So to put that at risk by allowing things into my life or into my circle that are lower than my vibration or not in alignment with who I am and what I stand for makes a weak link in the chain. And it doesn't sound like a big deal, but it actually creates a huge problem if you do let it go and you're not paying attention to it every day. So as soon as I become aware of a weakness that's somewhere in my physical life, I kick it out. I close the door and I walk away from it. So for example, these can be little things that you're noticing all the time that just don't feel right. There was a situation that I had that I was with some people. Hi, good morning, Corinne and Samantha. Yes, Samantha, I see major triggers this week. Definitely, definitely for negative energy trying to catch in and catch a way to get in. But I was in a situation with because I'm an acupuncturist as well, and I work in a clinic. I had and long story short, I was in a situation where there were something didn't feel right every day. It was niggling at me. Something was so off. And that's one of your biggest red flags. Even if you can't make sense of it, you're feeling, if it feels off or not in alignment or something's wrong, then you've got to question it and you have to do something about it. And I was putting it off and putting it off, and I would get new things feeling off every day, new flags. And it was just getting worse and worse until one day I went in and it just felt like I was sick. I felt sick to my stomach. And I knew that so many of these little things had compounded into one big thing telling me that it wasn't in alignment with who I was. It was an awesome place, don't get me wrong, but it wasn't in alignment with who I was because I'm working so hard on raising my vibration and being strong. Hi, Laquita. And for whatever reason, as energies were shifting in the past couple of months, it just didn't click anymore. And so I decided to walk away. And now I'm at an awesome clinic that feels really good. I feel really strong when I'm there. I'm really happy. It's totally different. Trust your feelings. A lot of times, the negative energy tries to sneak in ways that you're not realizing. And so anything that makes you feel not right, or it's like, wow, that's kind of weird, or it doesn't make you feel strong, that is a huge red flag. And you want to become sensitive to those little tiny things too, not just the big obvious things when people are being, let's say, rude or not honoring who you are. Of course, those are boundary issues, but even the small things like somebody asking to borrow money and not paying back, for example, that's a huge flag. But it's small. A lot of people would consider it small. Oh, yeah, it's just a small thing. But it's actually not. It's a boundary issue. So watch your boundaries. Hi, guys. Hi, Elizabeth and Bonnie and Nada and Darlene. It's good to see you all. So the physical component of boundaries is really, really important. Little bits every day you want to notice. Little things that I do myself is I have mantras that I use or affirmations that I use every day. I say them out loud to myself every day. My favorite chanting mantra is Om Mani Padme Hum. I'm not sure if you have a favorite one that you like to use. You don't have to use Om Mani Padme Hum. That's the one that I feel makes me feel happy and strong. And whatever makes you feel happy and strong is an affirming prayer that's raising your energy when you're thinking about it all day long. So that's something that I do. I frequently take baths with sea salt. You put a cup of sea salt in the bathtub. Sea salt removes negative energy. It's not the same as Epsom salt, so you want to use only sea salt. Sea salt removes negative energy from your body. When you've got the cup of sea salt in the water, tell it what to do, give it a job because it's alive. You can tell it what you need from it. So say, pull all the negative energy out of my body and take it away down the drain. And then I say, thank you for this and something better or something better. And that always helps. You can always add your favorite scents into the bath. If you like rose smelling bubbles or peach smelling bubbles, that will raise your vibration too. Then the music that I play every morning, I'm actually singing and dancing as I'm playing those. I test them out first. I play the whole video first here at home. I sing, I dance, I wiggle around with it, and then I post it for you guys because I'm always excited to get my energy high. It feels so good in the morning. I love coffee. I have a coffee, and then I'm singing and dancing. It's my favorite way to start the day. Hi, Adriana. Hi, Joey. So that's the body aspect, the physical aspect, right? Then we go to mind. Mind is, it can be focusing on your visualizations of creating your energetic golden bubble of protection, your suit of armor, golden suit of armor, and your angels around you. Definitely that's an aspect of it. But what people forget is about the mental chatter or negative thoughts in your mind. If you're protecting yourself 100 times a day with the golden bubble of light and suit of armor and calling in angels, it's actually not going to help if you're thinking negative thoughts all day. It just cancels itself out, and then you actually have no protection. So when people are telling me, I protect myself all the time, but I'm still having negative energy come at me, or I'm still bothered by it, that's usually the number one place where they're affected, because it's a weak link in their chain. You need to get rid of your negative energy by negative thoughts, removing those negative thoughts. Cancel, clear, delete, the mental exercise that I've talked about before. I'll go over it again quick because it's so powerful and it's fast. Whenever you have a negative thought come into your mind is a computer. Think of it as like a computer. It's very powerful. Hit the delete button on your negative thought. Clear it out, cancel it out so I see a blank screen on my mind. Then I replace it with something positive. And you want to replace it with the same positive thing every time. So my positive thing is a picture of me standing in Maui on a beach, and the sun is shining down, and I feel so happy, and it makes me feel warm and protected. You want to find this type of feeling picture for yourself that makes you feel good. It's your go-to. So you replace it over and over with this positive thing every time. And you're retraining your brain to think positive. So when the negative thoughts come in, no, we don't think that way. Stop it right away. Hit the delete button, blank it out, replace it with your positive picture. Teach your brain to think positively. And it takes 28 to 30 days to reprogram your mind to think positively. And then after a while, you've just got positive thoughts going in there all the time. So then it's a strong link in the chain. It's no longer a weak link in the mental part of who you are. Hi, Pina. Good to see you. Hi, Elizabeth. Yeah. Oh, yes, Amanda. I love music and comedy too. And I find it hard to find good comedies now. So I'm watching a lot of the older ones, like from the 80s and the 90s, which are still awesome. I like to have a good laugh. It raises your vibration, always. So we talked about the body, the physical part, the mind, the mental aspect, and then spirit. What do you do spiritually that helps to raise your vibration and keep you strong? It could be praying, it could be talking to the angels, it could be going to special chants or prayers that you use over and over, like I was talking about before. Spiritually, what makes you feel strong? And that's your go-to. You have to go to that place that feels strong for you, because that's really going to be different for everyone. As long as you feel strong and empowered in doing it, then it's important for you to continue that. And yes, Darlene says you pray a lot. And I pray a lot too. I send a lot of prayers out all day long for all sorts of things. I'm trying to keep focused in the most positive way all the time. So instead of focusing on negative thoughts that come into my mind, I'm focusing on saying prayers or sending out positive energy to people, places, and things. Yeah. Yeah, Elizabeth says dancing is one of my keys for raising my vibration. Mine too. It's so fun to be silly when you can just dance in the kitchen or the basement in your pajamas and just shake it all out and be silly and sing. I sing at the top of my lungs, and it sounds terrible and it makes me laugh really hard because I'm not the best singer, and especially when I'm screaming at the top of my lungs. So it feels good just to get that energy out, right? You can feel the energy coming out. So those are the three aspects: your body, your mind, and your spirit. Now, if you've protected yourself on all those three levels, your energy is going to be pretty strong. So even myself, I've really got those three things that I've been working on for years to make sure that my energy is strong. And how I had to develop that was doing feng shui consultations for people and space clearings at homes. Because when I go in there to clear the energy, often it would attach itself to me and I'd have to deal with it later. So I had to find a way to make sure I was strong enough so that it would just bounce off me and not connect to me. And I can guarantee, because I've been through this myself, if you've got all three of those aspects in check and the vibration is high, energy just slides off you like Teflon. It really works amazing. I try to stay positive all day long, as positive as possible. I mean, I don't want to say that we can't be human. When there's an issue that you need to talk through, or you need to be angry for a moment, or you have to feel an emotion, feel sad, do it. Express that emotion, but do it in the moment. Give it a few moments to get it out and work with it, and then move past it. Don't carry it with you all day long. Let that emotion out, and then raise your vibration and get moving along on a higher track again. Right? Oh, yes, Elizabeth, you're saying crystals as well. Me too. I have crystals all over the place. I have right by my computer, I've got my selenite, I've got my shungite. I've actually got two of these here. I've got actually, what's important too is a talisman that I wear. If you have a protective item of jewelry that you wear, a talisman protects you from negative energy if you program it to do so, right? So this for me, I've had this for about a year and a half. They don't last for very long. Usually negative energy will break these at some point. So the last one that I had was a bigger one, and the stones inside it started falling off. And so whenever that happens, when you've got a piece of jewelry that you're using as a talisman, if it ever breaks or any part of it breaks away, the energy within it can no longer support protection for you. You just have to let it go. It's done the best that it can. It's time for you to move on to a newer piece that has a higher vibration. And so every time I try to choose a higher vibration, and that's what this one is here, I have all kinds of things. Protection's a big thing for people who do energy work, right? And for all of you too, because anybody who's aware of energy and can feel the negative energy coming and going in different situations, you're protecting yourself all the time in the different ways you have available to you. Another way is clearing the clutter from your home. So important, clearing the clutter from your home, because clutter is negative energy. And I mean, even in my home, I can look around and say, I need to clear some clutter. I've got a few things that just need to go. It's old stuff I don't need anymore. Some things are broken. Whenever anything's broken, it's lost the integrity or the strength of its being. And so it's time to let it go. And even some of the most beautiful things I've had to let go because it broke. I had this beautiful angel. I had this beautiful angel that was so like about a foot tall, pink, and it would look like just, it was beautiful angel energy. And somehow her arm got broken off. It was the weirdest thing. And I had such a hard time letting that go. But once they're broken, they can't protect you anymore because they've lost their energetic foundation. So it's important to be clearing your home of clutter when you can. Another thing I like to do at home is paint my home, not just paint pictures. I don't paint pictures. I'm not really artistic, but I do like painting. I find it really relaxing, and you can raise the vibration of changing the paint colors in your home. So this year, I know you can see on the walls behind me, it's kind of a gray color. I want to move it up a shade this year. So I'm still choosing the colors. I'll let you guys know when I do that to show you the example of how it lightens up the space. But I want to move it up a shade, raise the vibration, and move it to a lighter shade. And that helps to surround you with more love and light too. Hey, Allison, good to see you. Yes, clothing and shoes. Yeah, I hear you guys. Purging, purging, purging. I'm going to clean out my closet today and my office here. And I think it's going to be a week-long thing for me. But it's always something really good to do before the new year as well, to just clear out that old energy and get ready for the new energy of the new year to come in. Really good stuff. So energetic protection in a nutshell. It's little things that you're doing all the time to keep your vibration strong, your energy high, just makes you feel good, makes you feel confident, makes you feel like you're being supported by the universe because you're taking action to do that. Boundaries are huge. Make sure you're always checking in with your boundaries and where they're at. And remember, it's okay to say no. And it's actually a really good thing to say no often because it means you're declaring good boundaries. And you don't have to make excuses for people, right? You can just say, no, I'm just not in alignment with that right now, or it doesn't fit for what I'm doing right now. Let's do it another way, or I can't do that. You don't have to make big excuses for people. You can honor yourself just by saying no. Oh, yeah, Allison, I've been cleaning up all my business documents and I feel so good about being organized. Me too. I started doing my taxes early this year and cleaning up all my business documents, and I feel so much better. I'm about halfway done. But definitely in the next 2 weeks, I want to finish that. That's on my to-do list to complete. And it is a good feeling to be ahead of the game. I'm not leaving it to the last minute. I'm prepared ahead of time. What a good thing. Shredding all that old paper and stuff in the filing cabinet, all kinds of things, right? We've got old emails, even in the computer, old files that are just clogging up your system. Whatever you feel is affecting you, work on it, little bits every day. So it doesn't have to be a big project. What I try to do is knock 2 or 3 things off a list that I have every day. So, today can be go through my closet, clear out any old clothes I'm not wearing anymore. That'll be one thing. The other thing would be documents. I do have documents I need to print off today and file into my QuickBooks. That could be another thing. And then I have some mail stuff that I have to sort through. So just 3 things every day gets you closer to your goal, and it's clearing things out all the time. Right, Elizabeth's saying it's hard to call back your energy. I hope I'm understanding it right. It's hard to do it and very powerful thing to call back your energy. Yes. Something else that you can do is call back your energy at any time, but especially if you do this before you go to sleep at the end of the day. It's very powerful. Now, I'm not sure how many of you realize how powerful your thoughts are. I like to show everybody in the classes that I teach with the dowsing rods how powerful your thoughts are, because just by thinking, you can move the dowsing rods. So every thought that you have is a very powerful energy in the universe that radiates and ripples out. And so calling back your energy is simply done by saying, I call back all my energy to me. And you can even open your arms and say, I call back my energy to me, and then put your energy on your heart. And just visualize it all coming back to you, all the good stuff, all the good things. And you can see all the lights of the universe that you're sending out all day long or during the week to friends and family. Have them come back to you. Get yourself to feel nice and strong again. So that's energetic protection in a nutshell. Keep working on it. Little bits every day, all the time is how it goes. And do what you love to do is one of the most powerful things that you can do for yourself. If you don't know what to do what you love to do. And that's what's going to keep you strong all the time. Love is the most powerful vibration of everything. And in any situation, if you send out love and light, you're always protected no matter what. It's the highest vibration. So I think that's about it for today, but I've got angel messages on Friday night at 6:30, and then Saturday I'm doing the Year of the Ox forecast. I still have one spot available if you're interested in joining in that forecast for Saturday morning. It's at 9:30 Mountain Time. You can go to spiritualawakeningacademy.com to sign up and register there. And then we have some new things happening next week, inching towards Year of the Metal Ox on February 12th. Just getting ready. The next 3 weeks is about getting ready, just letting the energy settle from last year, 2020, and getting into 2021 energy as we move forward. We've got lots of good stuff coming. And the higher you can raise your vibration now, the more you're prepared for the rest of the year. It becomes a habit. You don't have to work on it so hard after a while. It's just always a natural thing that you have in place, right? Your body, your mind, and your spirit. Keep those nice and high, and you'll do fine. Sending you guys lots of love and light for the week, and I'll see you Friday night. Take care. Have a good day. Bye.